Okay, if you're a gamer, you've probably felt this. That super powerful, almost automatic link between firing up a game and lighting up a cigarette. Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that connection and really explore what's been called the great performance illusion. Yeah, I play better when I smoke. Does that sound familiar? I mean, it's a thought so many gamers have had. And look, it feels true, right? It feels like that cigarette is just part of your toolkit, like a power-up you need to hit your peak performance, or just to get the most out of the game. But what if that whole feeling, that enhanced performance, is actually just a really clever trick your own brain is playing on you? Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to unpack in this explainer. So let's get into the gamer's perfect ritual. See, this connection, it's not an accident. Over time, smoking just kind of weaves itself right into your gaming routine. It becomes this powerful, silent habit link. And pretty soon, it starts to feel, well, essential. Doesn't matter if you're on your PC, a console, or just knocking out a quick match on your phone. Okay, so how does this link get so strong? It really all comes down to a super simple but crazy powerful four-step pattern that just runs on autopilot in your brain. Let's break down the engine that's really driving this whole habit. And this is just how seamless it gets. Step 1, the cue. You just start playing a game. Simple. Then, step 2, the craving. That thought just pops into your head. You know what? Smoking makes this better. Step 3 is the response. You light one up, maybe during a loading screen or between matches. And finally, step 4, the reward. You get that hit, you feel sharper, more relaxed, you're in the zone. And that feeling, that's what cements the whole loop, making you want to do it all over again next time. Okay, now we're getting to the absolute core of it all, the great performance illusion. We're going to take those feelings, that focus, the fun, the calm, and we're going to look at what's really going on behind the scenes. It's time to debunk the myths. All right, illusion number 1, the cigarette improves my focus. But here's the truth, and this is a big one. That focus boost you feel, it's not actually a boost. It's just fixing the withdrawal fog that the last cigarette created. It doesn't take you above normal, it just gets you back to normal. It's scratching an itch that it created in the first place. Okay, next up, the illusion that the cigarette makes the game more fun. But think about it. Gaming is already fun. It's designed to give you that awesome dopamine rush. All the nicotine does is provide another quick dopamine hit right alongside it. So your brain starts to link them together, and the cigarette basically just rides along and hijacks all the credit for the fun the game was already delivering. And what about this one? The illusion that the cigarette calms my nerves during those super intense moments. You know, the final circle, the 1v1 clutch. The truth? That calmness you're feeling is really just the temporary end of withdrawal anxiety. The cigarette didn't add calm. It just took away the jitters and restlessness that the addiction itself put there. It's a fix, not a feature. So why does this connection get so strong that it feels, unbreakable? Let's talk about how your brain literally gets hijacked. It all comes down to the way your brain is wired to bundle experiences together. It's a seriously powerful 1-2 punch. See, gaming gives you a rush of adrenaline and dopamine, then nicotine comes in and gives you its own quick hit of dopamine. When you do these two things together, again and again, your brain stops seeing them as two separate things. It learns to expect them together, bundling them into one single supercharged experience. And here's the thing, nicotine is the ultimate opportunist. It finds a role to play in every single in-game moment. You win a match? Let's smoke to celebrate. You lose? Man, I need a smoke to calm down. Just waiting in a lobby? Perfect time for a smoke. Game's getting intense? A smoke will help me focus. See? It doesn't matter what's happening. Nicotine convinces you it's essential. All right, so we've exposed the illusion. We've seen the trick. Now for the most important part, reclaiming your game. How do you actually break this link and start playing free? Well, it's all about taking simple, actionable steps to consciously uncouple these two habits. And you can start small. The main goal here is to just replace that automatic response. So instead of reaching for a cigarette, keep your hands busy with something else. A bottle of water, some tea, or gum. When that respond timer pops up, instead of lighting up, use that downtime to just take a few deep breaths. You can also replace that hand-to-mouth action with a fidget toy or a stress ball. And honestly, sometimes the best trick is the simplest. Just hold your controller with both hands. Remove the opportunity. And really, this is the ultimate takeaway, the big truth at the end of all this. The game was always fun. The cigarette just pretended to boost it. The excitement, the challenge, the thrill of getting that win, that was always coming from the game. It was never the cigarette. The cigarette was just an imposter, pretending to be part of the experience. When you finally break that cycle, you're probably going to notice something pretty amazing. The game is just as exciting, maybe even more so, because your brain isn't constantly yo-yoing between a nicotine high and a withdrawal low. You just get to have the pure, unfiltered gaming experience. So the only question left is, you ready to find out?